given unique number of occurrences. It is an easy problem on LeetCode, and we're going to solve it using my problem solving process. So, just by looking at the problem, like I can already tell it's going to be kind of easy. So we'll see how it goes though, because I need practice, right? So the problem states, given an array of integers named array, return true if the number of occurrences of each value is unique or false otherwise. So to just kind of go through it again, given an array integers named array. So for our input, we're given an int array named array or ARR. And then in general, we're going to return a bool. And then we can say to note that output is equal to true when number of occurrences of each val in array is unique, and then we're going to output false if there is a same occurrence of two values, same number of occurrences in two values. So makes sense. I guess some questions we could ask, even though this question seems pretty straightforward. We already know it's an int array, so it can't be float. We already know that we're going to turn a boolean, either true or false, so it can't be either or. I mean, it can't be anything else. So I guess the question we can ask is like, what are the values of, I mean, I can say like, can the value in the array be negative, just like to make sure? And then it says, yes, the bounds are -1000 to +1000. Not sure how helpful that would be in an actual interview, but just to like ask questions, because questions are really important. And we can also ask, what is the length of the array? Even though I'm doing this in Python, this might be like a interesting question to ask if you're using some other language, but in Python it shouldn't matter because of space, I guess. So the length of the array can be from 1 to minimum of 1 all the way up to the max of 1000 elements. So yeah, those are some good questions to ask, I guess. So yeah, just to make sure I do understand this problem, let's go through some examples. So example 1, let's say we have our input to be, let's make it easy for ourselves. So let's make it all true, where each value in the array has unique occurrences. So 1, then 2, then 2, then 3, 3, 3. So basically, the value of 1 has only 1 occurrence, the value of 2 has 2 occurrences, and the value of 3 has 3 occurrences. And so we would output to be true, because we're supposed to output true if the number of occurrences of each value in the array is unique. In this case, it is. So we would turn true. And then let's do an example 2 where it should be false, right? So just very simple, 1, 2, 3. I know that it's going to return false because in the problem it states that if there is the same number of occurrences of two or more values, then return false. So the value of 1 has an occurrence of 1, the value of 2 has an occurrence of 1, and then the value of 3 has an occurrence of 1. So they all have the same number of occurrences, so it's false. Yeah, so that makes sense. So we gone through our input, we asked some questions, we gone through some examples that showcase that we do understand the problem. So let's go ahead and I guess we can kind of match or figure out what tools we can use to solve this problem, other than just like our brains. So what I'm thinking about right now is that we're definitely going to go through like maybe like a for loop, to just kind of to iterate through the array, and then we're gonna also do some if statements. I'm not sure which ones we can do, but we can say like if occurrence equals, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. But you can also use like a hash map, dictionary / counter, dictionary thing. So we can kind of keep track of what we're going to do. I mean, of like how much occurrences they have in each value. so the value is basically like the value is equal to key, and the pair is the equal to. I mean the yeah, the occurrence is equal to the pair, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But we can also use like set maybe, set to maybe like hold hold unique or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. So yeah, let's go ahead and wait. Actually, a set could also hold the occurrences. Wait, I'm not sure if that's something that I don't know. To hold number of occurrences. So we can say like if this amount of occurrence is already in the set, then we can return false instantly. But that's maybe like an optimization that we could do. But what I'm thinking about for a plan is that, of course, we get user inputs of the array. And then once we get the input of the array, we can maybe like do this. Actually, before I do this plan, let me just like, I'm trying something new where I just kind of like also like code and plan at the same time by using comments as code. So I'll just make my main function pass main, and then let's go create a function that solves this problem. So I guess we can name this function is unique number of occurrences, and it's going to take in the argument of array. Let's pass that for now. And then first thing I want to do is get user input. So we can say like user array is equal to an array. Then we're going to split the input that we get. And then for each num in the input that's split, we're going to turn that into an actual integer. And then we're going to call is unique number of occurrences with the argument of user array that we just have. And then we're going to print out its return value because we know it's going to return a Boolean, true or false. So yeah, let's go ahead and solve this problem. So first thing I want to do is go through a for loop, but I'm not sure if I want to do that first. We can make it easier for ourselves. So instead of going through a for loop and code the population of our dictionary or hash map, I'm pretty sure we can just call this function counter, not Counter-Strike, counter Python collections. How do I do it again? It's counter. So counter is equal to counter, and we put in a list. Okay, so we can populate the hash map to have occurrences. To have value occurrences. Oops, key value. There we go. Yeah, pairs. Yeah, so we can just say we can say that the array is not equal to counter, and then we're going to put in the array, I guess. Or we can say I think that's what we can do. Or we can I'm pretty sure it's collections.counter. Collections.counter? Is it? But we got to import collections, I'm pretty sure. So import collections. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So we got that. So we have the occurrences ready. So now that we have the occurrences, what we can do is what am I thinking about? I guess we can go through the values. Go through the values. Put them into go through the values, put them into a set. We can say if value in set, then we can return false. If not, then we else outside of for loop, we can just return true, right? So that kind of makes sense. If we already have the occurrences, then we can go through all the key, all through the values. But I forgot how to do that. I think we can say like, but before that, I think I would like to initialize our set. So initialize set to be empty to hold occurrences value, I guess. So occurrence values is equal to set, empty set, and then let me think. How do I go through how to access values in a dictionary Python? How do I do that? Oh, dot keys. It turns a list. Dot keys. Okay, cool. Wait, no. Because key value. Okay. Dot value. Okay. And we can say the occurrences is equal to hash map dot values, right? So that'll hold all the values, and then we can say for occurrences and I guess for I and occurrences, right? We can say we want to append into the set for I and occurrences if I in set, then we can return false, but otherwise else we're going to add it into there. I'm pretty sure we can just say occurrences dot append or add. I'm not sure. We add I, but how do I add into a set? How to add into a set Python? Yeah, it's the add method. Okay, cool. So it is dot add. So we can add I, and then this will trigger if we find I in the set, right? Because we already put it in there, and then I guess once we're outside the for loop, we can just say, hold up, this. Just copy and paste this here so it looks better. All right, else, once we're outside the for loop, we can just return true. Because if it doesn't trigger in the for loop, then that means that that all the occurrences are unique. So we don't trigger this return false statement right here. And so let me just try it out if it works. So let's try it out with the examples that I've done. So let's input 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. That should be true. Oh, if I in set type is not iterable, what does that mean? Occurrence. Wait, what? Oh. Wait. Occurrences value occurrences. Oh yeah. Okay. Something with my naming, I guess. And then I said set. Interesting. Okay. Did I spell occurrences wrong here? Occurrence. Okay, there's a lot of syntax errors here. Okay, cool. So it should work now. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. False. Oops. Wait, I actually did this so wrong. What the hell? So I didn't count. Wait, I'm pretty sure, cause I did values, right? So if I print out the values, if I just print out occurrences, it should. Oh, it's not an actual list. What the hell? Wait. It's a dictionary. What the hell? I don't even know what that means. Does it turn into a list itself? How to turn dot values into a list Python. Okay. Oh, I can just turn that into a list. Okay. So, okay. So I can just turn this into a list. So that kind of makes sense. Now it should work, right? It should work. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Still false. What's going on? Because it should be. Because it should be true. Because they're unique. So for I and occurrences, okay. For I and occurrences, there should only be 3 occurrences, right? We're going to add it into the set, and then yeah. Huh. Let's see what goes on though. Like, so print I, and then I'm also going to print occurrences values. Because I'm not sure why it's returning false. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So the set is empty, and then we put in the 3. Wait, 1. Okay. And 2. Okay. Okay. Wait, this is so interesting. I actually do not know what I did wrong. Let me think about it. Oh my god, wait. Well, there's so much syntax errors. Wait. Okay, it was just me. It was just me. It's not, I mean, it was me, but it was my code too, but like that's also me. Okay, so basically I said return true instead of, I said return false instead of true outside the for loop, so that's why. Yeah, because I was trying to debug the code, but I guess it was just my issue of not reading along. So yeah, that's all right. So that worked with that example. So let's go back to the other example that should return false. So 1, 2, 3, false. Okay, cool. So now that we have that done, let's go copy paste our code into LeetCode to see if it actually works. How's LeetCode? Okay. Let's run it. Accepted. And yeah, it does work. So that's awesome. I'm pretty sure there's a better way to optimize this. Maybe like if you, instead of you doing collections.counter, you kind of already count, you kind of already take note of the number of occurrences as you populate the hash map. And then you could just return false from there instead of populating the hash map. And then once it's all populated, you kind of check the values. So I guess that is an optimization, but I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy. But yeah, this is a O of n time complexity solution and O of n space complexity solution. O of n time because we're basically iterating through the whole list that we're given to convert it into a hash map. So now that we're converting it to a hash map, it's O of n space because the size of the array is converted into a hash map with the same size or almost the same size. So yeah, O of n space and time, worst case.